Against the warm color team, backed up by this Juggernaut here. Shiva's coming out, Karganis coming out as well, and then of course the front line of Bulls. How far is this push able to go? I guess we'll have to find out. Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome to an 8v8 on DSDR. This 8v8, I have to say, is absolutely killer, so I'm super excited to bring it to you today. For the cool colors team over here, our top player is Mom's Boy Toy. Great name there. And for our warm colors team over here, we have Hell's Hound, 51 TS, who actually, despite being a very good player, I don't really see a lot. You know, I don't see him that often on the channel, so I'm excited to bring this to you today. Fantastic game, fantastic 8v8, and on DSDR, so it's not like all that glitters, or, you know, what's that other one? I don't know, I don't remember, sorry. It's been a while. If you can't tell, I was away for a little bit, so you know, I'm getting back into the swing of things. So I made a bunch of content while I was on vacation, and now I'm starting to produce it, not live, but you know, as it comes out again. So a little bit of a change for me here. But in terms of the way this map plays, first we got to go over the wind speed, of course. A low of 1, high of 16, so wind is fantastic. Of course, we're still going to be seeing some solar collectors. TZ and Sabotai there, making a couple solar, actually a lot of solar collectors there, pretty interesting. But most of the other people going either a few solar collectors or wind turbines there. I would always go wind turbines, but of course I am a silly little man, so you know, what are you gonna do? Lots of ticks out here for Sabotai. Very early skirmish aggression, I guess, for him there. So this tick right here is going to be meeting Helicopter's base there, although, yeah, there we go. It does start to be microed, but it's taken out almost immediately. Poor little guy. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yes, the map, how this map plays, pretty interesting. So I think we're going to be seeing, yeah, most of these frontline players doing frontline things. Of course, you have lots of terrain over here, so it's not going to be very conducive towards vehicles. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing lots of bots, and that is kind of what we see. Although we do have Yotoniko going vehicles here in the bright pink. And this guy's, you know, TS40, so he knows what he's doing. So actually really interesting that we're seeing vehicles there. See how that turns out for him. In terms of the rest of the players, seems like we're, you know, looking at bot labs even down here. No, down here we do have vehicles from Trash Panda, of course. Helicopter going bots. And yeah, another vehicle plant from Kayuma. So we're going to be seeing vehicles, you know, meeting together here in the middle. Bots down here. And then a little bit of a mix up here is pretty interesting to me. And then, of course, we have our backline players who are either going to be, you know, we actually have vehicle start here from AR Baron, which is pretty interesting, considering he is backline. But I guess he's going to be ecoing while making vehicles. So, interesting choice there. Another vehicle plant from Imre. I think he is planning to go in frontline, as is Fury Hawk. Although we do have a little take back here with tons of veterancy. This guy's definitely getting stuff done, man. He's doing damage. He's got 2 kills. So what a legend. See if he gets this max. Not quite. He did try his best though, so you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, Imre and Fury Hawk both gonna be contributing to the front line with their vehicles. And then of course, Mom's Boy Toy here, purely ecoing, I think. And really interesting strat. So he built an aircraft plant, has his Hercules transporting stuff over here. Got a construction bot and of course his commander making construction turrets. So I wonder what he's going for, making that geothermal plant. Oh, I guess the transports, sorry, we're from Skag, so that makes a little bit more sense than just building one transport and then, you know, saying goodbye. Although it's not something that, you know, I've never seen before, but it would be a little bit of an interesting start. But still, very interesting start there from Mom. I'm just going to call him Mom. You know, I can't be bothered to say all that. That's wild. Sabotai here getting kind of cut off. You know, caught up with these pawns there, losing a decent amount of health there, but he is able to take him out, both with a D-gun and with the regular laser. So lots of energy lost there, but it shouldn't matter too much. He is decently positive on his energy there. Carefully he doesn't die due to a helicopter here, although helicopter is going to start to be swarmed by pawns. Should be able to make it out, although Sabotai is down to 20%, in danger of losing it all, man. So he's going to be walking his commander back, which I think is the, you know, the play to make, right? You don't want your commander to die. You know, less than 5 minutes in, it would be a little sad. Unless you're doing like a self-destruct, which I actually haven't seen any of this game, which is pretty interesting. You know, that tactic used to be super common before the commander update, and it's definitely lessening its viability at this point. I actually I wish it was a little bit more viable, but, you know, it gives the eco players a little bit of a head start there. Kind of helps the game, you know, flow along a little bit better. But hey, who am I to say? I'm not a game developer. I don't know diddly squat. And I like to keep it that way, actually. Mom with the air transport here is spotted by X Factor Live. Another great name. And yeah, he is going to be, you know, wreaking havoc on some blitzes here. But he should be careful that he doesn't die. Master Bell going to be moving his commander down there. Commander v Commander, of course, Master Bell is going to win there. As Moms is a little bit low on health, if I do say so myself. He's not having the greatest time there. Although Master Bell, of course, is on his own team, which I would never forget because I'm, you know, a silly little man. But they're together going to be making a charge there and really taking Yatoniko out of the game at this point. Although, yeah, we'll see if these how much damage these pawns are able to get. You know, the pink commander is going to be traveling down there. Whistler meta is really coming into play here. Good lord. Look at all of these missile trucks, man. And Kayuma might not make it out of there, although they do seem to have changed targets. And Kayuma is going to make it out of there. Wish they pushed a little bit more, but what are you going to do? Mom and Master Bell do end up taking out good lord, that guy's base. You know, I've never been that good with names, so it's something that I can't even say I'm learning. It's been like 2 years. I still can't pronounce some of these names. It's fine. It's very, very slow progress for me. All right. Not everyone can be perfect, and I know that especially well. But yeah, missile truck v missile truck. Definitely not the most engaging combat I've ever seen in my life. I think I actually like the pawn meta better, like a year ago. But what are you gonna do? We also have some artillery coming out, and you know, artillery is always fun, so I do enjoy that that aspect of the meta right now. Pawns coming out here from Sabotage. He refuses to make Whistler trucks, probably because he can't, because he has bots, and that would make a ton of sense. So helicopter taking some damage there. Some rocket bots back here, you know, putting in the damage, but they don't quite have. There's actually even on the rocket bot front, yeah. They do drop one and are going to be retreating after that little escapade. Super Hottie and Litchi, not doing too much, just fortifying their own sides of this valley here, and yeah, a couple rocket bots coming out for Super Hottie. See if he's able to push Litchi back a little bit. We'll see. Any AA here. Of course, we have Taku. Good man. He is making aircraft. So it looks like the top back player is the air player for both of these teams. Seems like that is the meta for DSDR. Or just the expectation, maybe. Or maybe it's just luck. Yeah, our Baron really contributing to the front line here, even though it looks like he is more of a backline player. Hell's Hound doing the same thing with a few missile trucks with his commander all the way out here as well. Doing a little, you know, both of them healing each other, which is quite nice of them. A little mutual aid there, as they say. And a helicopter really holding the front line here. Kind of looking like a Battle of the Bulge situation a little bit, where, yeah, AR Baron is collapsing on his position here, and he wants to move back. Or I would recommend him to move back. There are a lot of rocket bots here, and of course, although Dragon Squall actually had more range than I thought that thing had, able to take out these rocket bots. It is going to go down, though, and AR Baron still pressuring from the north there, so helicopter, if he knows what's good for him, should retreat, and it looks like that's what he's doing. The position is lost, and it's not really even his fault, right? It was more his teammates here did lose the front line there, and so he's unable to hold something that is in such a disadvantageous position there. Shurikens out here from Skag, pretty good idea. Of course, got to be aware of the Taku Strike Force bombers coming out here. Looks like, yeah, there is no AA there. Some laser towers, light laser towers, will be able to hit these guys for a little bit of damage, but it's really nothing, right? And these bombers, I think, what are they trying for? I assume they were going to be going for someone's base there, but they seem to be wandering around a little bit. Yeah, not entirely sure what's up there. Looks like we have a Thistle here from Mom's Boy Toy. Oh my gosh, advanced bot lab going down to these bombers. Fantastic play. Of course, lots of metal to be reclaimed there, but still, it is going to be setting back these guys a little bit. And of course, the aircraft plant going down as well. It's not looking good for the Kukulish team. Now, of course, on the front line, it's looking quite good. But losing your economy back here, your economy and your build power is very, very unfortunate. So Skag's base probably getting hit the hardest there. Mom is making some light anti-air. Of course, makes sense. And Taku's basically done. He has 1 bomber left, 2 bombers left. Make that 1, and it's going to be basically over. Skag's base, again, looking very, very rough, but he should be able to come back. I did see a tier 2 construction bot over there, so we'll see what he's able to do with that. See if these guys can hold the front line. None of the guys on the front line here actually had their economy damaged, so they should be able to hold this, although they do seem to be pushed back by, you know, of course, Hellhound, and a helicopter actually still basically holding the position he was at. You see he was like up here. He moved back like, I don't know, a few meters maybe. I don't actually know what the measuring units are in this game. I have no idea. Like, how tall really is this guy compared to a person? Like, is a person the size of this debris? We have no idea. We actually might, and I just have no idea myself. But hey, what are you going to do? There is some light artillery, of course, from Kayuma. Going to be shelling these guys, forcing them back, and they want to be careful that these cool color players want to be careful that they're not too forced back to the point where Master Bell gets a little bit encircled there. And Master Bell has 2 commanders. I'm assuming did Mom's commander go down and he took it, I think is what happened. Or maybe he was just gifted. Not entirely sure. Taku, what is he doing now? Does not have the aircraft planned anymore. Seems like he's just going to be ecoing up there. So no more cool bombing raids from him, but these guys have learned from that bombing raid anyway, so hopefully another raid wouldn't work, but especially because these guys are all veterans, right? But if it was something like, what am I trying to say? If it was a bunch of newer players, they might not have learned from the first bombing raid, and it would have been over. Oh yeah, some arrows like I draw them. Very nice. We do have one of Master Bell's commanders going down to the nasty Whistler missile trucks back here. So why are, I guess, you know, we have a little bit of time here. Why are missile trucks the meta right now? And the main reason is because they have such good value. They can sit back, auto-target stuff, and almost never die unless they're facing other missile trucks, which is why other people build missile trucks. So it's just, it's not a great, you know, situation there. Where the thing that, you know, missile trucks counter themselves is pretty interesting for me. But again, we also have the light artillery too, which is relatively effective against missile trucks. Master Bell taking a lot of damage there, is going to be retreating. Some medium tanks come out here from Trash Panda, going to be trying to defend Master Bell's little forward base here. See if they're able to do it. Master Bell's commander definitely going to be going down here as he does reclaim the other dead commander, only to die himself. So pretty interesting situation there. Oops. Yeah, oops is a very, very good word for that. But yeah, gonna be trying to push up the hill here, but the Stouts just might not let them. They just might not let them do that, but we'll see. They're really, you know, I was thinking, hey, they're gonna, you know, go around here and take him out from behind, but, you know, they just decided a forward assault is the best player there. And yeah, there's really a very, very little army for the Cool Color team here. It's mostly the Stout army trying to protect this northern flank, because you really don't want to lose this, because then Litchi gets double teamed, and that's you know, lots of bases just sitting right there. Stouts are going to be moving in, relatively effective against missile trucks. Missile trucks are pretty slow, and you know, when they're not being microed, of course they're going to be taken out in just a couple hits there. So Stouts going to be doing their best against the missile trucks, and the light artillery actually going to just be clearing these guys out. Yeah, the slow Whistler's OP. No, they weren't even good, man. No. Yeah, absolutely carnage. You know, carnage for these medium tanks here, able to do a ton of damage. 22 kills among 12 of them, and you know, these guys that died, of course, had kills as well. Oh, EMP. Talk about an EMP. Oh, shurikens. I was like, there's no way, man. There's no way. Yeah, the shurikens are out here going to be trying to stop the few Stouts that are left, which of course is a great strategy. Shurikens are fantastic. And then you only need a little bit of cleanup to take the rest of them out. Sin Figs? I don't know what that is. No idea. Oh, does he mean fighters, maybe? It's pretty interesting shortening there. What does he got? Yeah, it definitely means fighters. Ha! I figured that all by myself. You should be very proud of me. But yeah, the shurikens are not going to let... They're going to let one guy out, and he's going to be doing some damage to poor helicopter's economy here, taking out a few wind turbines and such. Definitely has enough shurikens to, you know, stun this guy. Just guess he doesn't know. There we go. That guy is stunned now, but it seems like the Cool Colors have pushed back a little bit of a counterattack here, so a lot of people got cleared out of their army and of their base, you know, speaking of Master Bell. But Imran and R. Baron doing relatively well on the front line there, able to, again, probably want to collapse on helicopter here, although they might not have enough resources to both take helicopter out and also hold this front line here. They are rather pushed up, so yeah, interesting. What is Master Bell doing? He really doesn't have a base anymore, does he? Everything's very, very scattered. Building some birdshot, it seems. Yeah, when building birdshot takes like 35 seconds, you know it's going to be a while. Or you know your economy is kind of not in the greatest position there. But hey, what are you going to do? He suffered a lot of losses, and he was right on the front line there, which is a good place to build your base if you're winning. It's like the win more button. If you're already winning, building your base on the front line is fantastic. But if you're suffering losses, then that front base is basically catastrophic. So always just keep that in mind, I guess. But the Battle of the Rocket Bots here, Sheldons are starting to come out for Mom there, which of course Sheldon's super high value unit, basically a more oppressive Whistler truck, as they are a little bit faster, they have higher range, higher damage, they're just better, which makes sense. They are tier 2 unit, so I would expect them to be a little bit better. And yeah, the Sheldons, they found out somehow. And yeah, the Sheldons are absolutely going to be trashing anything that comes our way very, very slowly though. So maces are coming out here, and if they would just push forward, they would just die. But they would die closer to the enemy bases. So, you know, maybe they should consider it. You never know. Some rogue Dragon's Teeth here from Hellshound doing nothing, which of course is what you want them to do. But we do see MR and AR Baron fall back a little bit there. They were pushed up like all the way over here. Oh. Casual label drop. They were pushed up all the way back here, but they decided to move back, which I think is kind of a smart choice because, you know, as well as they could have collapsed in a helicopter as well could have just come up, you know, from the south, and these guys could have pressured them there, and look at those gigantic arrows. It just would have been bad for them. I wish there was like an arrow tool, you know? I think that'd be a little bit nicer. Like, you know, Total War has that tool there. Very nice. I made one Total War video, and it did really poorly, but I enjoyed using the arrows so much, man. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Different colored arrows really speak to me. So, if anyone makes widgets, is that even a thing that's possible? Make something like that. I would love you forever. Lots of fiends out here from X Factor Live. Relatively far back, actually. You kind of expect these guys to be coming out right in the front line, dishing out some damage. Maybe even coming down through this valley here. Fiends are relatively okay against Sheldons. Kind of depends on their position that they're in, but yeah, Sheldon's really taking these poor Wolverines to town there. Some Sheldons of Super Hottie's own there are also starting to come out. And we also have Mousers out here from Hellshound. Classic. Again, high value unit that if you micro properly, you know, as long as you're not in like a super bad position, they should just never die, really. Obviously, you're going to take losses, but still. Also, we have Mousers out here from Trash Panda, so of course, and still a lot of tier 1 trash out here on the front line. So hopefully we're starting to see Emmer and AR Baron, yeah, go tier 2 there, and they're both tier 2, both advanced, no, one is an advanced bot lab, one is the advanced vehicle lab, and yeah, very fun there. So Fiends are coming in for Master Bell 2, going to be trying to take out those stouts. They do quite a good job before Shurikens, you know, paralyze a few of them. Fiends coming in here for X Factor, and yeah, we're going to be seeing them really try to take you know, these longer range units to town, as long as they don't die before they reach the front line there. But Trash Panda and Emmer using their D-guns to absolutely wreck that line of yellow fiends there. Emmer, ooh, about to go down, but it seems like he might be able to make it out alive. Yeah, just barely. Lots of pawns here, 35 to be exact, from Litchi going around and destroying some mechs on that little plateau there. So we'll see what he's able to do with those guys. We also have Sabotai, you know, helping out on the front line yet again. He did take a little bit of a break just to like sit here and build up some defenses against Helicopter, but now he's going in with some fiends, and I actually think he should probably turn around, although it might just be that, you know, Helicopter does just degun them all. So they, you know, they're careful about what they do, but they are going to be going for Helicopter's economy, which actually is a fantastic play, because if he doesn't have an economy, he can't hold this front line, and you'll just be able to kill him anyways. But they do tend to get stunned there by those shurikens, so not able to do a ton of damage, but still, having fiends this close to your back line, to your tier 2 construction bot, is never a good sight there. And the Sheldons coming in for Emmer, I don't know how to say that, my bad. People need to tell me how to say their names. Gosh, the insolence not to tell me. Kidding, of course, if you can tell. But the Sheldon's going to be absolutely just wrecking this front line for Helicopter. It's going to be losing his tier 2 base, which is not fantastic. And the reason this is actually a fantastic pick is he's probably never going to be able to reclaim this. So when bombers like Taku did earlier on hit tier 2 labs or tier 1 labs, early on in the game. It's a good pick for sure because it stops the build power, stops production, of course. But there's also a lot of metal to be reclaimed, and you can build another one pretty easily. Whereas if you kill something like this on the front line, it's very, very bad because you're not going to be able to reclaim any of that metal, most likely, unless you somehow take the front line after being severely weakened, which normally isn't a position that players find themselves in, that's for sure. Master Bell getting harassed by some ticks here. If there's only like a little bit of static defense, those guys would not be a problem. But Fiends do take out a few, and it's not a big deal, right? No, they're fine. They're fine. Bod Lab trying to be built there by helicopter. Looks like he does abandon production on that though. He does have a. Oh no, this is Taku. I was gonna say, where's that aircraft plane coming from, dog? Mauser's out here in full force from Hellshound. He's really starting to ramp up his front line with him there, and yeah, you can see they're able to force back these Mausers here. A lot of these tier 1 units just really can't compete with Mausers. They have insane AoE, insane damage, just good everything really, except speed and turret movement. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Taku with some bombers out again, it seems. I don't see where those bombers are. There we go. We got a hailstorm here. Going to be bombing this geothermal plant. Really trying to take out that Master Bell's front line, which really isn't contributing too much. But still, you never want to lose stuff, and losing a geothermal plant has a very, explosive reaction to it. So we'll see what if that bomber is able to reach over there. Lots of fighters out here from Skag, relatively close to the front line. I'm not sure what he's planning. He doesn't really have. Does he have bombers? Doesn't look like it. I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, maybe getting to Taku, I have no idea. But yeah, just his entire Air Force just gets taken out there. Really odd. Then he's going to try moving his commander around. He does make it to the front line, and then it's going to... Oh, I guess he just wants his commander to take out helicopters based with that explosion. Yeah, XT. So yeah, very nice. Does take out helicopter and a lot of his base with that explosion there, so helping the front line here, but you're kind of helping something that didn't really need to be helped, so pretty interesting, but what are you going to do? We do have the Jaguar tanks out here from our Baron. Going to be, rip the energy storage. Absolutely taking helicopters, the last remnants of his base to town there. Mauser's going to be, trying to beat the crap out of those guys, and they do succeed, as well as the Bull out here for Hellshound. Having a good front line for your, what am I saying? For your Mauser is always a good idea, so Bulls is a great idea. Hailstorm's not quite able to take out that advanced geothermal power plant, so Taku's plan didn't go quite to plan, as it were. You can see my vocabulary, is really expanded after my little break there. It's not expanded at all, but another bomber coming in here. Oh wait, no, that's a, oh no, I was looking up here. It dies. So does the radar plane. RIP. That geothermal plant is doing just fine, man. It's barely hanging on, but hanging on it is. Shuriken's coming out here for Mom. And going to be stunning a few bulls there and running away, so they kind of just get taken out there. Yeah, the fighters coming out for Taku really cleaning up those shurikens at very little cost to themselves, so nice. Trash Panda getting swarmed by grunts there, providing line of sight for nothing really. So far, I guess he's just providing line of sight for the whole team because he has neither nukes nor long-range units that can benefit from that. But if Trash Panda doesn't move back, he's going to get taken out, and he does get taken out there. So kind of a silly way to lose your commander, but it happens to the best of us, and me most of all. So not that I'm claiming to be the best of us, I'm not. But, everybody loses their commander in silly situations sometimes. Yeah, get metal. There's a little bit of metal here. This point in the game, 1250s, not a lot, but still. Metal's metal, and boosting your economy is fantastic. So what are you gonna do? But AR Baron kind of just getting cleared up the line here. He does not change his army formation at all, so those bulls able to just move straight up and not get a chain route because there's no routing in this game. But you know what I'm saying. Able to deal tons of damage. Mauser's here from Trash Panda, about to get wrecked by some bulls and also these grunts. They can't really deal with. There's not enough sack defense to deal with all these grunts either. So not a fantastic situation to find yourself in. And the front line is kind of being lost by these cool colors. Now, of course, the warm color team, Hellshound and Helicopter, who of course did leave the game, was severely damaged as well. But hey, the game is definitely evening out. In terms of economy, we have mostly even metal. A little bit, I think, around 100 metal now, like 50 metal disparity. On the warm colors team, so they're not making quite as much metal, but energy is around the same as you would expect it to be. No one's base has really been taken out except for that early game bombing rush by Taku. Nothing really has been going on backline, so you're kind of expecting the front line to be or the economy to be relatively similar, right? Sabotage is his cloak commander out here, just chilling. Maybe expecting tier 3 gantry units to start coming out soon, which I definitely am. Although I don't see any. Yeah, we're just seeing tier 2 so far. Maybe a few more minutes and yeah, anyways. Top is AFK. Yeah. Top, not too much has gone on up in this valley here, which is pretty surprising. I guess not, you know, I'd expect some sort of fighting, but yeah, really nothing much has happened there. Big old grunt swarm here from X Factor, going to be trying to push Sabotage out, or I guess just provide line of sight. I don't know. As long as you have relatively okay stacked defenses, like these Dragon's Claws are going to be fantastic against all these grunts. You should basically be fine, and yeah, I think there are enough Dragon's Claws where these grunts really just aren't going to matter much, and some Fiends even in the back line here too. Yeah, they're not even able to take out some advanced metal extractors, so big L for the grunts there. What a bunch of nerds, dude. Yeah, go home, or die. Do what you want, I don't care. This should be bombed. Indeed, yeah, it was almost bombed, but not quite. And Taku's not really, he has a couple bombers out here. Oh no, I keep getting confused. The Condors always look like bombers to me on the mini-map. But yeah, I don't really see any bombers there from Taku, so no one really able to bomb that. But the grunts are going to be taking it upon themselves to try to take out that advanced geothermal. There's only some Scorpions up here, Scorpions and Persecutors, which aren't going to be the greatest against big old hordes of enemies. They're still going to be good, but not the best. And also that AoE actually from his own artillery might actually be hurting this geothermal plant worse than the grunts ever would. So Shuriken's coming in, and hopefully we see some units come in to try to clean up there. Yeah, we do see Fiends trying to push these guys back, and the plant is also being repaired. So yeah, the grunts are going to be moving back, but it was a good play. It almost worked-ish. But yeah, very strategic point up here, providing a lot of energy. And of course, the big explosion is always a nice bonus too. Yeah, 1250 energy on that advanced geothermal plant is nothing to scoff at. So, what is Master Bell's energy? 4 to 300. So that provides a good chunk. Although he is way below the point where he would be energy stalling. So, yeah, he's living well below his means, if you know what that means, I guess. Mines out here from Sabotage. Love me some medium mines. And they do seem to be spaced in such a way that they don't chain detonate, which of course is necessary. Sneaky Pete from Fury Hawk all the way on the front line here. Not sure he got that over there, but it is going to be, you know, cloaked. Nice take here from Immer. That's good. Taken out, unsurprisingly, somehow it is taken out. And I can't believe these Dragon's Teeth from Hellshound are still here. The Grunt's going to be making another play for that geothermal, and it's going to work even worse for them. I don't even know if they got a single laser attack on that bad boy. Yeah, it is really the fight over Bunker Hill over here. And while we do have some pawns coming in from Lichy, and also some welders, and they say we can't hold this, which is super interesting because, yeah, I don't know. Experimental gantry coming out from Super Hottie though, and he doesn't even have a very good economy, so I'm assuming we're going to be seeing gantries from other people as well, but not really. Apes is going up. What about gantries for the Cool Colors team? You know, any of those bad boy units coming up? I honestly don't see it. I don't see it, which is really interesting. 27 minutes in. I think you'd start to see those guys, but not quite, man. Not quite. Frontline, relatively static here. Looks like it's actually very even. I'd say the Cool Colors have a little bit of an advantage, as No Man's Land does extend more into the Warm Colors territory, but still not a huge advantage there. Fiend's going to be trying to go in here, taking huge losses from these Starlights and Bulls. They are able to take out Starlights as well, and Starlights have a big death explosion. I didn't even realize that. What Chads? Yeah, able to take out that Fiend attack there. More Fiends from Sabotage coming in here. I'm going to be attempting to deal with, I don't know if anything was built up here after Helicopter died, which actually not too much has been, so they don't have a ton to attack, but they do manage to sneak past that front line there. And what do they want to do, man? What are they going for? Oh, we have big Starlights back there. Going to be harassing these poor boys. If they can get a tier 2 mechs, that'd be a nice pick from them, but nothing insane that they're able to do back here for real. Why did I say for real there? That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard in a while. More grunts over here, absolutely being shuriken to death. And yeah. anyways. This tier 2 mech's almost dying, but not quite. And Sabotage leading the way for our Baron to try to make his own attack with some bulls, and he has a lot of bulls, man. I think he honestly should have gone in, but he doesn't really have a lot to, you know, help that push there. Nothing super fast or anything, and those Starlights might have just gotten him. So not a terrible decision to hold back, I guess. And they have this lower plateau in a really bad spot, or this lower plane. And honestly, this upper plateau has no army either. Super Hotie's been pushed back. Yatoniko has also, you know, he doesn't really have anything to contribute there. So not looking too great for either side of this warm color team, unfortunately. Eco, they're actually feeling mostly fine though. So the game should not end suddenly or anything like that. A little fighter force coming out here from Mom. And for what purpose? Mostly just for intelligence gathering, I guess. Take out the enemy air force a little bit, but you know, attacking over someone else's ground anti-air is never a good idea. But moving in even more, and he does have a ton of Hailstorm bombers. So I guess this is his plan. Took out a few Starlights there, nothing crazy. Surprised he didn't take out this commander. There are 5 commanders left for the Warm Colors team, so not a terrible idea to hit commanders, but wouldn't do too much. And those Hailstorms all do die there. Don't even take out any construction turrets, which is pretty sad indeed. What are you gonna do? I guess while the game is stalling a little bit, I'll tell you I have some coffee and it's fantastic. I didn't really drink any coffee while I was away, and not any good coffee actually. But yeah, coming back home and making my own is always fantastic. Tastes so good. Oh, good lord. So we do have, Cerberus over here, and also a catapult, really shelling, you know, Master Bell's little defenses up here. So we do have some more hailstorms from Taku over here as well. We're going to be trying to go for that advanced geothermal plant for like the 2nd time for him, but like the 4th time for his entire team. Does he do it? Oh, he gets the advanced geothermal power plant. Very, very nice. Fantastic. Does finally nab that from Master Bell. He says, oh well, because honestly, like, he has aphises now that it doesn't matter, but hey, you know what, a pick's a pick. So Taku finally got that that advanced geothermal power plant that he was wrestling for so long there. At least we're seeing gantry units up here, so the Warm Colors might have a hope of taking that back up there. I guess we'll have to see though. Have to see how that goes for him. Lots of grunts here from X Factor. Really doing a great job in lagging my computer out, man. I'm having a rough time, okay? We do have some thermites up here. Termites, sorry. Recluses and Webbers. I don't even know, man. Some recluses dealing damage to those grunts, and also some shurikens as well. Going to be, yeah, stalling that push, as it were. EMPing them to death. It's always weird to me how shurikens are a Cortex unit when it seems like they would definitely be an Armada unit with their EMP stun, but like it's like the only EMP unit on the Cortex team. I guess they gotta have something to paralyze, right? You know, give them a little bit of taste of what the Chad Armada experience is like. Catapult almost reaching that front line there. He's doing his best. He's doing his best. You know, we'll give Sabotage props there. Good lord, he has a lot of did he like shift click on attack move? That's really interesting to me. Yeah, trying to hit that front line there. Starlights in the back, taking out these ticks that are providing the much needed sideline for the Cool Colors team. Oh no, we have the Recluses here and also those Webbers. We're going to be trying to climb up there onto Yatoniko's base. Is this base going to be taken out yet again as he's trying to build some anti-nuke? Also, anti-nuke for this game is up. I don't really see any nukes up either though. It's pretty interesting. D-Gun trying to take those guys out, doing actually a relatively good job. Catapult from the back too, good lord. Yeah, I really reckon those spooters, as Hellshound calls them. So yeah, the end of that push, but it was a good idea, and he did do some damage. You know, testing where the enemy's weak, never ever a bad idea. Grunts just walking into death. What brave souls, man. You can't fault them. You can't fault them. They do what they're told, man. The robot experience. I don't even know what key I hit there for game info. Pretty interesting. Junos are starting to come out here. I guess seeing if there's any mines there, which I didn't think there were any. What about Sabotage? He had some mines. I think those did end up going down, yeah. Oh my gosh. We're going to see some basilisks coming up here. Looks like he's trying to build 3 of them. Pretty interesting. I don't know, yeah, this guy wants to build some. Interesting. Yeah, this is very much a wasteland up here in the north. Really seeing no heavy fighting up here for the whole game, which is really, really interesting. But props to both Super Hottie and Litchi for holding their own there. Super Hottie's definitely taking the short stick for the most part there, but still able to do some good damage. Catapult out here from Sabotage, able to just get away there. He has 23 kills, 24 kills, very nice. Last couple of rockets there doing some damage. Yeah, Basilisk's coming up, so not the rapid fire ones, but when you get 3 up there, they start to have a pretty good rate of fire, and you're able to poke your enemy down. Force them to build some energy intensive plasma shields and really just force the game in overdrive. So excited to see what those Basilisks are going to be doing for us as viewers, I guess. Super Hottie moving some grunts in there for line of sight for his catapults, which is not a bad idea at all. Fiend's moving in for Sabotage, trying to clear that front line there. They're able to clear it just barely though. But yeah, none of them survived to be able to do any kind of economy damage or anything like that. Hellhound with these 3 bot labs out here, really, really interesting. With no construction turrets. I have no idea what's going on here. It's like the weirdest thing, but you know, whatever. Vanguards out here from Hellhound, very, very good idea. Again, just like the missile truck, the Whistler, just like the Sheldons, everything like that, it's going to be getting great value. Another thing that's going to be getting great value is the Juggernaut here from Sabotage. Already got 30 kills under its belt, and counting. Now, how many of those kills were not grunts, we have no idea. I wish that was something you could see. I don't think it is, though. Don't think it is. And yeah, the push is moving forward against the warm color team, backed up by this Juggernaut here. Shiva's coming out, Karganas coming out as well, and then of course the front line of Bulls. How far is this push able to go? I guess we'll have to find out. And there you go, there's the intro. At 35 minutes here. Very, very nice there. Oh my gosh, look at all those shurikens as well. Oh my, the shuriken attack, the legendary, oh my, that's insane. They did all get taken out by a birdshot and fighters, which isn't surprising, but that was a lot of shurikens moving out, man. Very, very nice. Yeah, we'll see what this Juggernaut's able to do, man. I don't think it's able to just go straight up here, so it is going to have to do a little walk around, as it were. But still, hopefully should be able to get some damage. The Karganas now are able to just go straight up here. If they get into these Aphises, it's basically game over for at least Hellhound, but probably for the whole team. But Fury Hawk and Hellhound, both with the Cloak D-Gun, Cloak Command are going to be trying to D-Gun this Juggernaut. Are they able to do it? The hit squad, man. Fury Hawk and Hellhound. Can they do it? The 2 Cloak Commanders. The answer is maybe. The answer is actually probably, as Hellhound is really moving in here. And yeah, the Juggernaut does go down there. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, Hellhound's commander does go down as well, and Fury Hawk looks like he's going to be facing a similar fate there. Oh, the missile's just not quite hitting there. Yeah, very, very nice cloaking there. I guess they saw him for a little bit, and then they missed him. I have no idea. Yeah, Karganas really taking the L there as Fury Hawk does make it out. A problem. Indeed, a problem. Razorback's coming out for Hellhound. Not going for anything crazy there. Of course, he is Armada, so he can't make Juggernauts or anything, but Titans are still good. Thors are still good. Surprised we actually aren't seeing any more Thors than we are. And we aren't seeing any. Weber's out here from Yatoniko. And Taku also with the Karganev push, man. Finally, the Warm Colors team was able to actually make a push against the Cool Colors team. Master Bell's little base here is very, very much in danger of dying. His Aphises are right back here in easy pickings range, as it were. His only defense, Welders and Razorbacks, going to be absolutely going down there. Construction turrets also dying. I'm going. I don't know when that message was sent, but I'm assuming it's when these guys started coming out. And yeah, 4 Karganes there. Wipe Master Bell's base for the most part. And yeah, it's not feeling good at all. Over on this north side for the Cool Colors team, they're going to have to do something to rally. These Karganes are still able to just push forward. Emmer says, oh. Oh, indeed. Yeah, it's not a great situation for them to be in, that's for sure. Litchi here, chilling. Skag moving some Shivas back there. And I guess the Shivas and also some Wasp gunships and Karganes of Skag's own going to be trying to come in here and stall this Karganet push.
Are they able to do it? There's only a few Cargnests left. They probably are, but also you have all these grunts backing them up as well. It's never fun. You know, this Juggernaut, oh gosh. What is happening back here? Plasma. Oh my, oh, it's a Basilica. I was so confused. Okay, so we do have Basilisk, sorry, back here from Sabotai. Launching shots downrange at a Hellhound's base. And if they pick any of these Avises, well, maybe not this one, but if they hit this one, it's game over for Hellhound. So he's really got to start building some Keepers or Overseers. I forget who has who. He is Armada there, so I'm not sure. But yeah, he's going to have to be very, very wary there. Cargnath frontline push from Sabotai. Not normally where you see a Cargnath, just chilling on the plains, but they're more suited for this hilly terrain stuff. Also, the Cargnath push by Taki was stalled, or stopped. For the most part, he's only got a few left there. And yeah, Titan out here from Trash Panda. Able to wipe those guys, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. No contest. Oh gosh, catapults back here. Always think there are more catapults than there are just because they shoot so many of those missiles, man. It's fantastic. This guy is about to bust. Why did I say it like that? I have no idea. Overseer being built there finally. Not going to have range on this bad boy, though. And yeah, the Overseer is going to be coming up there in a little while. Plasma Cannon indeed, yes. But even if Plasma Cannons come up here... Oh gosh, the Aphis did blow, and it killed all the rest of them too. That's Hellhound's entire base there. Hell's Hound entire base. Very, very unfortunate there. And he does go down. So now it's just these homies up here. So just as Master Bell went down, Hellhound went down as well. Though Hellhound is not in a position to recover anytime soon, but he could. Whereas Master Bell is out of the game completely. But this was their most important player, you know, theoretically, had the highest TS score on that orange or warm colored team. So interesting for sure. Another Juggernaut coming out there from Sabotai. You can see over here on the mini map. Look at that bad boy go. Back to the front line as the Juggernauts, Cargnaths, everything's wreaking havoc up here, man. Even got a lone Starlight. We do have a Juggernaut out here from Taku. Taku trying to clutch up for his team, man. Hellhound on 6 metal. Oh, that's so rough. Yeah, we'll see what that Juggernaut's able to do there. Relatively healthy still, 95%. Looks like he's going to be turning around. Maybe he wants to go more north where there's less, what's it called, resistance, we'll say. Because, you know, he already cleared this stuff out here, so might as well push harder up there. Not saying I agree or disagree. I think it's a plan, but Juggernauts are just so slow. Anytime you're wasting not moving them to the front line is time ill spent, in my opinion. But hey, nobody asked me, you know. I'm sure, somehow I'm sure Taki knows what he's doing. I have a vague idea he does. 2 Juggernauts actually out here from him now, so I guess he just wanted to meet up, do a little meet and greet, and then come out and, you know, butt some heads on the front line. And I'm actually seeing the Worm Callers doing a relatively good job at pushing back, man. Will they be able to push the Cool Colors team all the way back, though? I don't know. You don't know. We have no idea. Or do we? More Cargnaths over here from Skag. Trying to push our poor boy Super Hottie back into the dust from when she came. And they're doing a relatively good job of it, but Cargnaths aren't known for making the best pushes. I mean, they're good initially, and then they kind of peter out because their damage is basically poo-poo. Another Juggernaut from Taku. Taku is an insane economy, it seems. Yeah, oh, he's able to roll these guys out like nothing, man. These guys come out in less than a minute each, so something's gonna have to be done here for these Cool Color team. These Cool Colors, you know what I'm trying to say, right? There's only one Jug out for these for Sabotai here. The only Jug for the whole team. A couple Titans back here, sitting all the way back for Trash Panda. Probably should move those guys to the front line, but I'm assuming he doesn't want people to come down through here, which is, yeah, I don't know. It's a hard position to be in, but yeah, 2 Juggernauts from Taku, a 3rd one almost about to come to the front line, and then they're just gonna keep coming. So really, really not an ideal position to be in. I'd say Starlights, gunships, tachyons, or pulsars like this bad boy. All great ideas to take those Juggernauts down. I'd say really actually invest in the pulsars. But AR Baron and Imre with their cloak commanders, they're ready. They're so ready. to take out those jugs if they do manage to breach the front line. So Catapult's getting relatively good damage on this bad boy. Under 50% health, 47%. And what about these basilisks? Are they targeting the jugs or the back line there? Looks like they are trying to go for the front line there, which I'd say is not the play. There's nothing. There's no keepers or overseers back here. Oh gosh! I was talking about how the Carganas couldn't make a push, and Yotoniko's base is bust at this point. He's really just been taken out, man. See if his commander does go down there. No, he does degun that bad boy away. But yeah, really, really unfortunate for him over there. You have Skag moving in with his air force, although I don't see any bombers behind, but I do see lots and lots of wasps. So he is going to be trying to, go for that eco push. Is Taku and the ground-based anti-air enough to overcome Skag? And it definitely is. And yeah, these wasp gunships are going to be dying, doing basically nothing. Really unfortunate, but it is the nature of the game. 4 jugs now out here. All of them relatively healthy except for the middle one here. Middle bottom. They are going to be pushing forward finally after taking a little bit of a breather there. Moving more north there as the defense is too stiff here. And yeah, there's another Juggernaut out for Sabotage, so he's slowly catching up. Another Jug out for X Factor. And it's really just the battle of the Juggernauts at this point, man. I don't know what happened to these construction turrets, but all of them died. Toniko says GG. Range extension? I know what happened here. That's super rough for Taku. His production is going to be down for a little while there. I don't know if it was a rogue rocket. Maybe it was it was a Basilisk, of course. Taking out Taku's build power there. Taking out even more stuff back here. These advanced fusion reactors might be going down, man. Oh my gosh. And of course the Calamity out here from Mom. Really dishing out the damage. And yeah, it just might be GG for the Warm Colors team there. They didn't build any keepers or overseers, the plasma deflection shields, which is really, really unfortunate. Not a good idea at all, especially when you already know your enemy has those kind of units. And then they build something worse and you still don't build anything. It's super, super painful, man, for sure. Yeah, really unfortunate. There's still a few Juggernauts on the field for Taku. It looks like one did end up going down. Probably that low health one. He only has 3. Used to have 4. Yeah, this guy taking lots of damage as well. And yeah, 4 Juggernauts for this team total. I don't think they're going to be able to do it, man. I don't see those Juggernauts doing enough damage compared to this nasty, nasty Calamity back here, which is just able to wreck anything it has in its sight line, which is everything, basically. He really just needs to hit these Avises back here and it's game over. Although it looks like it is, it's called for the Warm Color team. They did call that GG there. So very great game to everybody. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm now back. So trying to hit at least 2 videos a week, probably 3 though. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy that game, make sure to like and subscribe. I only say it at the end, right? Is it less annoying if I only say it at the end? Does that mean making one of the good guys? I have no idea. But of course we can see Taku, the best economy out of everybody there, not even close. Also the most active units for the most part. Also lots of units died. But anyways, yeah, great game. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you all later. Adios.